getting over me, you're not. If you think you can use me, you can't. If you owe me money, I hope you choke how many times of how much money you owe me. And if you think you're going to get a better looking bitch than me, you're not. But I'm hurting my heart can't take no more. I keep on running back to you. My days are cold without you. But I'm hurting my heart can't take no more. I keep on.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in with The Real Mina Millions. This is The Real with Mina, and we are back. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Y'all leave a comment. A comment pushes me out. Liking the video pushes me out. Get my content out there and get people learning about me and, you know, wanting to engage with your girl or whatever. But yeah, we back. So this video today is going to be a little different. I'm just coming to talk about just things like that's been going on in my life, my thoughts, my feelings. Throw a little hot shit out there, you know, just get my feelings out or whatever. But guys, I have been feeling so angry lately, and I remember getting myself out of this space a while ago when I had a friend and I just felt like angry, and I felt just like resentment towards a certain person, and I just wanted to like get revenge 24/7. And if you don't know, yes, I am a Scorpio, so like revenge for me means like it's never ending, and I just want to, you know, whatever. But I've been kind of feeling this way about a situation that I'm not going to speak on right now, but I found myself like becoming angry again and just, you know, all of that. But at the same time, I'm just like, you know, I have to fight and get my way out of that, because a person has won. If you allow a person to get you to the point where you're like, I'm angry, I want to do something to them, I want to harm people or anything like that, then it's like you are the problem at that point, because you should never allow other people to have that type of control over your mind and your soul. And I know I'm better than that. I know that I can get myself out of it. But I do have a lot of resentment towards a certain person and a tragic situation that happened to me years ago. And I just, you know, I felt angry, and going to therapy and stuff like that is like, it helps because you have someone to let all of those bad thoughts out to. So it kind of keeps you at a point where it's like, okay, I don't even need to entertain that. But it's like, I always tell people, when you alone at night, it's like no one can control those thoughts, not even yourself. Meditating has helped me. A lot of people be like, oh, if you meditate, if you light candles, you burn sage, you don't believe in God. That is so not true. I believe in God. I know that God will bring me through anything. I know that I am heavily protected. My daughter is heavily protected, and that we are blessed, and we will continue to be blessed. God has brought me through so many things. Me finishing nursing school, me finishing doing all the things that I wanted to do, starting a business, starting another business, and just all the things that I know that I can do. He has helped me through all of that. But meditating, burning my candles, manifesting, those things help me not think about the bad things. It helps me focus on the good things that I want, the positivity that I want. And we all have a life and a purpose. So I try to remember that, and I try to be the best version of myself for my daughter, because how can I tell her that she is, you know, everything in this world and more, and how to keep going and how to keep fighting, if I'm taking myself back and taking steps back? Like, she's 5, she'll be 6 in a couple of months, so she's getting to that age. Well, in like 4 years she'll be 10, so she'll be, you know, probably getting on my nerves about what she want to drive in the next couple of years after that, and buying her a car and driving my car and etc. Because she told me the other day, Mommy, I'm gonna drive your car. And that she's gonna pick me up and take care of me and all this stuff. So like, I'm just focusing on like continuing to grow and keep going, right? But I wanted to just come and let y'all know, like, let y'all know that keep going no matter what. Like, just keep going and stay focused. Keep your head up. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do something. You can do it no matter how long it takes, no matter how old you are. Keep going. Another thing I wanted to discuss is I hate when me and a person discuss something, or I go to this person to discuss something with them, whether it's something small or something big, especially if I discuss doing something for you and you go and you tell other people about it. I don't care if that person is your best friend since you came out your mama. I don't care if that person is your soon to be whatever. I don't care if that person is your mammy. I don't care. I feel like certain things should be left between you and a person, and no one else should know about it, because other people knowing about what you have going on before it happens, that brings negativity and that brings bad karma to the situation. So it bugs me that a person will, do that. And then it's like, at first, I've had this conversation with a couple of people about situations or whatever, regardless of whatever it was. And I'm like, you told somebody else about it, or you talked to someone else about it, and they're like, yeah. And it's like, why? And then they get mad with you when you don't want to engage anymore, or you don't want to talk anymore. And it's like, I would never be able to trust you. I would never be able to honestly say I trust you, because your mouth is sick. I don't care who it is. Like, yes. And that's another thing that goes into another subject. Yes, we should all have someone that we want to vent to. Yes, we should have a type person. Like, okay, I can go to this person and talk to them about anything without any judgment. But most of the times, you're going to encounter a thought or feedback that you may not like, and then that's gonna have you feeling some type of way. But it's like, who can you fault but yourself, because you went to vent to these people? So only thing my problem is, if I come to you and I'm venting to you about something and you want to give me advice, give me your honest and true feelings then. Don't wait until like someone else voice their opinion, or someone else say something and you're like, yeah, I felt that way too the whole time. And it's like, okay, there is something that I'm going to speak on that is so traumatic and so hard for me to talk about. It won't be in this video, but for y'all to understand, you'll definitely be like, okay, now I get what she's saying. But this is not something that people experience and get over. And I had someone tell me, like, you have to move on and get over it. And it's like, I understand what you're saying, but this wasn't that, but this was this. So it is never going to be something that I get over, because this is not that. I want to say so bad, but I just don't want to get in my feelings and all this other stuff, and I have to get ready to start getting ready to go out of town. But y'all, I don't know. I felt like I need to get on camera and vent, and I just needed to let my feelings out there and just be like, you know what, like, F it. Like, y'all, my hair is so, like, I know I jumped off top. But yeah, it's like, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the next steps with a situation that I have going on right now. And it's like, I know the people around me adore me, love me, and they have seen me at my worst and they've seen me at my best. And I'm only going to get better, and I'm only going to keep going. But I had an older woman say some real deal stuff to me, and she was like, I don't want to see you hurt or angry because of this. It's not like you don't know, but you already know what's going on and you already know what to expect. So to save yourself, get out of that now. And that was the realest she could have said to me. This is a woman that has been married. This is a woman that have grown children that is successful. This is a woman that has had struggles. This is a woman who saw me when I was pregnant go through a lot of stuff. This is a woman that saw me go from working 4 jobs to being able to be stable the way I am now. So it's just like she told me, there is no one that will understand your struggles but God. God knows, but you had a purpose and he gave you that purpose for a reason. So for you to overcome those obstacles, I don't want to see you go back into that space. And she was just like, you've been through a lot to be 28 years old. Like, you're about to be 29 and you'll be 30 soon. It's no redos. Live your life and be happy with the whatever decision you make. And that was just real to me, and it made me cry because it's like, dang, I didn't think about it like that. Like, my entire life I focused on helping people, helping everybody around me, doing for others, making sure that they're happy. And it's like, who made sure you were happy? I did have one friend, and I won't even say we're not friends. I'm just gonna say we're not like close like we were, because I still consider her a sister at heart. Like, regardless, if I were to see her, I would hug her, I would give her a kiss on the cheek, I would let her know, like, you still my sister, I love you. I don't feel like we left off on bad terms. I don't feel like she did anything underhanded to me. It was kind of like other things and other people around that just kind of like affected our sisterhood in a sense. And I'm partly to blame for that, because I valued her friendship so much. Everyone around me was like, Jay, like, you, like, that's your friend, like, that's the person that's truly your friend, like, y'all two together is just, yeah, like, y'all two deserve to be together, like, y'all have the same heart, the same personality, all that stuff. And it's just like, I hate that I was so hurt and battered from past judgment and past things that people have brought upon me. So it was kind of like when we would have little spats of not communicating, and people would take it the wrong way because they don't understand. I shut down. They don't understand me. But as friends, we were supposed to understand each other, and we were supposed to be stronger than the outside, and letting the outside come in and basically, so it's just like it was a hard situation. It was a hard decision for me to say I wanted to back away from her. But she was a great friend, like a great mom. I've never said anything bad about her. I would never speak bad on her. And if she said anything bad about me, I understand. People get angry, people get mad, whatever. But I know I was truly her friend. I was genuinely her friend. I've never sat and been like, oh, I did say like, oh, she's weird. Like, why would she be weird to me? Yeah, I was angry. Like, why are you being weird to me? I didn't do anything to you. But I understand, like, maybe she didn't know I'm not being weird to her. Maybe in that moment I made her feel some type of way and she felt like I was being weird to her. So I'm kind of learning to cope with decisions that I've made and people that I've allowed in my life, and learning to trust people for who and what they show you they are. Even like with exes and old people I've dealt with, I'm learning that still to this day. And I would not lie to you, like, my daughter's dad told me, he was like, you have people that play games for life. It's up to you to open your third eye and see it. Like, you have people that could be sitting around you currently that is still plotting on how they're going to get whatever from you, or how they're going to take you down or whatever. And it was just like, and I was isolated for so long when I was dealing with certain people, that it's like, okay, when I did get some friends, I was so scared and so timid. Like, I didn't trust a thing anybody said. It was just like, oh, they lying. And my last friend, like, he told me, he was like, your next person or whoever you come across, like, give people a chance. And that was real. That was real, as because I don't seem to give people a chance. It's like immediately my defense mechanisms kick in, and I'm just like, don't trust, red flag, red flag, red flag. But it's like, who don't have red flags? Who don't go through life stuff and life problems? And one thing about me that I did learn about myself is I'm such a empathetic person that you can come to me and say, oh, I burned my foot on the hot rocks outside, and instead of me say, why did you go outside barefoot, I'm gonna be like, oh, let me see it, let me put some coolness on it, let me put some ice on it, let me put some ointment so you don't get it. I'm just empathetic. Like, when it was common sense for a grown-ass person to go outside with shoes on, they went outside barefooted. It's just like, it's okay to be empathetic, but I have to learn what to be empathetic towards and who. Because some people are looking for empathy, and when they know that about you, they're gonna come to you with sad stories. Something sad happened to them, something bad happened to them, this going on, that going on. And I was talking to my mom about a situation. I was conversing with someone, and like, I stopped communication, and basically my mom was like, well, why? She was like, oh, you do this every other week. I was like, no, I need to just, take a mental break. Like, I feel myself mentally being too attached to that and not focusing on myself. So she was just like, no, I understand, but my mom was like, I told you, like, one day you will learn, and you going on and on and on. But I value everything my mother says, because my mother knows me, and she knows that I'm a good person. She knows how she's raised me to be as a woman. So it was just like, okay, mommy, I understand, but you're not understanding me right now. Like, just listen to me and understand where I'm coming from. And she was like, I told you one day you'll get tired of being people doormat. You'll get tired of being a trash can. And when she said it to me, like, it just clicked in my head, like, you're not wrong for backing away from people. You're not wrong if you don't want to respond to people. You're not wrong if you don't want to do something for people. You're not wrong. Like, when people was doing what they was doing to you, they didn't talk about you. They didn't say, I wonder how she's feeling. Let me call her. Let me apologize for my past behaviors. Let me figure out how I made her felt then and see what I can do to mend that. She's like, no, she's like, I told you, like, you always trying to help people, help you listening to people's problems. Like, stop listening. She was like, once that availability is gone, you'll see how good it feel. And like, I literally had to like cut availability to everything, everybody around me last year and some this year, for me to realize, like, it's not a bad thing to isolate yourself and to focus on you and your mental health, because mental health is real. And the way this world is going, like, everyone is battling something. So I literally had to learn, like, how to be okay with not being empathetic towards people, because it's not my job to fix whatever people are going through. And that is something that I've always struggled with. I've always wanted to fix everything. If I could fix every problem in this world, I would. But that's not my purpose. That's not what God put me here for. I have a child now that if I want to fix problems, I can fix whatever problems she's going to face and whatever she's going to go through in life. I pray over my child. I pray over myself, my family. I pray over the vehicles. Yeah, I pray over my clients. I do. Like, it's just a evil world out here, and it's people that don't value good people. And as long as they can use you, they're going to use you. And using you, physically use you, emotionally use you. The same way that people can abuse you is the same way people use you. Like, it's no limits. It's nothing off limits when it comes to any of that stuff. And I'm learning that, like, slowly but surely. And it's just like, like, I hate having to be like that, because I'm such a person that want to just give everybody love and help everybody. And it's like, when, especially if y'all know some of the stories like as this channel go on, I'm gonna be able to tell y'all a lot of stories of how some men, some friends, people have walked over me and did things to me, and they're like, I know y'all gonna be like, damn, you was still their friend, like damn, you was still fucking with him, damn, you still, and it's gonna be like, the answer is more than likely gonna be yes. But I'm learning now that it was not me, it was these people, it was them. It was something within them that they need to figure out, and half of them probably haven't even figured it out yet, and some probably working on figuring it out, and some probably still have to figure it out, probably never gonna figure it out, and some probably have, but they just don't give a fuck to say, oh, let me try to right my wrongs or whatever. When I pray that whoever I've brought any trauma or hurt to in their life, that their hearts are mended from that, whatever they feel I have done, because I don't ever want to leave this earth and know like I've caused trauma to anybody. My last guy friend, if we were to see each other, I will talk to him. I don't have ill feelings towards him. I don't have anything bad to say about him. Like, honestly, I think he's probably been the greatest guy in my life, besides my best friend, and another one of my guy friends too. But he probably was like the greatest friend in my life that I had, and there's so many things that he said that came into fruition that I wish I could like call him and be like, yo, you were correct when you said X, Y, and Z. Yo, like when you told me I shouldn't have been still communicating with this, like I wish I could just, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and if I ever would have seen him and we ever had a conversation, I would tell him, like, I would be honest with him. You were right. Like, I am sorry. I apologize, because you were so correct about these people. And at the time I didn't see it because he did things to me too, and it's just like I was so focused on that I looked past what he was trying to tell me, because it's like the pot calling the kettle black, and it's just like, I felt at the time, you don't have no right to be telling me nothing about other people, and you did X, Y, and Z, or you doing X, Y, and Z. So it's just all a learning lesson. But yeah, I wanted to come on here and kick my shit, y'all, and just let y'all know, like, if you think you getting over me, you're not. If you think you can use me, you can't. If you owe me money, I hope you choke how many times of how much money you owe me. And if you think you're gonna get a better looking bitch than me, you're not. Thank you for tuning in with the Real Mean Millions. Make sure you hit that thumb up button. Follow me on Instagram at Jada Dream. And do not forget to leave a comment, a heart, a dollar sign, a whatever, my little millionaires. If you want to be a future millionaire, if you got millions in your future, go down there and put that dollar sign in the chat comment box, or whatever they want to call it. And make sure you share this video with your friends, your peoples, your whoever. And yeah, next week I'll be dropping a vlog from my New Hampshire trip. And hopefully y'all can see the houses or whatever I pick or whatever. And my sister's school. But the vlog will be so gorgeous. I am still trying to catch up on old footages from trips and different things too, guys. So I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. But y'all do it. My daughter right there, she's silly. We like to just all of that. You want to get in the camera so bad. But y'all, yeah, thank you for tuning in with your girl. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel.